Okay, I want to tell her hello. I super excited to have you all here. We are going to train on our SWAT Academy today. We are going to learn about the our Yosemite Sequoia California Coast Tour. So this tour we operate. It's a fantastic trip. These are some of the pinnacle national parks and areas in the Western United States. It's an amazing place to be. So just a couple things, house notes. So format wise, we do a giveaway drawing at the end of the training class. So as long as you're on, you do get entered into that drawing. Matt is going to help facilitate who gets that drawing, and he'll take notes also and help me with the questions. If you have questions, please put them into the chat button. Google, those that are familiar with the bottom right-hand corner, there should be 5 little icons. One of them looks like a text box or something. Go ahead and put your chat notes in there, and that way, as we go through, I can answer those questions if it's something that applies right there and I want to deviate to that, or we can answer those questions once we get done with the rest of the presentation. Okay, and here we go. I'm super excited again, and welcome to everyone. My name is Jason Murray. I'm the owner of Southwest Adventure Tours. I started the company just over 12 years ago. We're in our 13th year of business. January of 2013 is when I started operating tours throughout the Western United States. My company's grown. We have now a team of 20 people inside our office, over 20 people inside of our office. And then we have we're getting close to 60 guides that work for us and operate our tours throughout the Western United States and other places that we do tours at. So it's really, really fun to have a great team to back me up. I did it solo for a long time, and it's great to have a helpers now. So this is a guaranteed departure. It is a 8-day, 7-night trip. It comes in and out of San Francisco, California. Day one, is just arrival. You come into San Francisco. You can fly in at any time. Our hotel that night is the DoubleTree Airport Hotel in Burlingame, just south of the San Francisco airport. Hotel shuttles included. Fly in at any time. Get transferred to the hotel. It's actually one of the reasons we like that hotel is it's right on the bay. There's a great walking path, and you can sit there and just get out and explore the estuary of the San Francisco Bay and be able to just relax and enjoy the afternoon and the evening there. They also have a hotel and bar on property, as most DoubleTrees do, and it allows you to have a nice bite to eat if you don't want to go into downtown San Francisco. The next day, get started pretty early. We basically leave 7 a.m. in the morning and head out to Yosemite National Park. It's about a 4-hour drive to get there from San Francisco. So we have lunch right before we go into the park. We enter in through the north gate, and we start by going and exploring Tioga Pass and Tuolumne Meadows, and we actually go up into the upper reaches of Yosemite, above the main valley area. It's an amazing place. This is where the John Muir Trail is, and we get to explore that. The second day, we end the day driving through the main valley, mainly just to drive through. We do a couple photo stops, but we'll be back in the valley the next day. We drive through by El Capitan and Half Dome and get to view that. And then we drive over to the majestic Yosemite Lodge. We have a welcome dinner there, and that's the big lodge that's inside the park. And then once we're done with that dinner, we head over to our lodging for the night, which is the Tenaya Lodge. If you're familiar with Tenaya, it is a 4-star property on the south entrance to Yosemite National Park, right next to the Mariposa Grove. So that's where we're staying for 2 nights there. The morning of the second day, we hop up and we get back into the park. We start with the Mariposa Grove and explore that unique collection of sequoia trees that are located just on the south end of Yosemite. Then we head to Granite Overlook, which overlooks, and it's the one that gives you this view of the valley. It's a phenomenal viewpoint, basically overlooking, basically have an eagle's view of what Yosemite looks like. It's a great photography opportunity. Guests that want to can actually hike from that viewpoint down into the valley itself. And then we basically spend the rest of the day inside the valley. We go and explore the different places and scenic spots, including Vernal Falls. We can hike up to Nevada Falls. And as I mentioned, we can hike down from Glacier Point if they want to. That evening, lunch is included that day. And then that evening, we go to Tenaya Lodge again and spend the night. It's a full day. Yosemite is basically, if you know what Zion National Park is like, Yosemite National Park is basically what Zion is, but it's made out of granite instead of sandstone. It is one of the most amazing and beautiful and stunning valleys in the Western United States. And we're super excited to be able to spend that much time there. Day 3 is dedicated to Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Park. So it's about a 3.5 hour drive from Yosemite Tenaya Lodge down into the town of Fresno and then back up into Kings and Sequoia National Parks. When you go through Fresno, Fresno is one of the it's the bread and fruit basket area of California, and it's really cool to go through to descend out of the Sierra Nevadas down into Fresno, California, and then to climb back out to see the difference and the unique variety of biology and ecology that exists off of one to the other. When we come back up into Sequoia National Park, we head directly into Grants Grove, which is where the national Christmas tree is. And we get to see that. We get to walk around it and explore that area. And then we head into Kings Canyon. So Kings Canyon is a one-way in and out place. It's not something that you can go and like cycle through. So we descend into Kings Canyon. We go to Zumwalt Meadows and we get to see the unique waterfalls and areas. The unique thing about Kings Canyon is one of those hidden gems. Not a lot of people go to it. It is actually equally stunning as Yosemite National Park is, but it is, instead of granite, it's made out of marble and other rocks. So it has a different look to it. It's actually fantastic. There we go. So super fun day. Great hikes and things to explore in that area. And then we spend the night in the John Muir Lodge at Kings Canyon National Park, which is a 3-star hotel. The really cool thing about John Muir when we're staying there is guests and we can, if they want to, walk back over to multiple groves of sequoias right from the John Muir Lodge. And the really nice thing about being there in the evening time is nobody is around. So you actually get that really unique experience of being able to watch the sunset in the sequoias, watch the twilight come out, and then watch the stars come out. And it is amazing to be in those massive groves. I mean, these trees, some of them are, 10, 15 feet in circumference, and you get to be able to be there almost by yourself. I was there with a group last year and spent the night in John Muir, and I went down into that grove, and literally, I saw 10 other people the entire time. I was there for about 2 hours. So just an amazing way to spend the evening, and it's something you won't forget. The next day, we check out the other side of Sequoia National Park. So for those that have been there, you know how you have the area that's where the Christmas tree is. And then the next day you get to go to where all the cool little kitschy things that they did when they first created Sequoia National Park. including the trees that you can drive through, walk under, and all that kind of stuff. It's down by the main visitor center and stuff. And we actually get to go and explore that area. We spend the entire morning there. There's some waterfalls to hike through, but mainly you're there exploring the park itself, the trees and the giant sequoias that are found in that area. That's the highest concentration of them outside of the Grant Grove that we already visited. Just a phenomenal day. It is just a beautiful, beautiful way to start the morning. And the other nice thing is because we're already inside the park, you're getting there before a lot of the traffic that comes out of the valley does. So we're going to get first go at a lot of these places, and they're not going to be very crowded or busy. That afternoon, we travel through Visalia out the Three Rivers entrance to Sequoia National Park, which is an amazing scenic byway. And then we travel into and across Central California. We get to see all the vegetable and the fruit orchards, vegetable fields and fruit orchards and stuff. We stop for lunch in a town that's out there, which is like there's farm to table and all sorts of stuff that is just phenomenal. The cuisine in Central California is fantastic. And then we get out to the Central Coast and the Pacific Coast Highway 1. And we spend the night in this really cute little town of Cambria, California at the Fogcatcher Inn. The inn is located just off the beach, which the Fogcatcher in Cambria, California has this really unique beach. It's called Moonstone Beach because the beach isn't sand. It's actually really, really tiny pebbles. And it's only found in a few places, but that beach is amazing to be able to go and explore and be able to walk along for the evening. Dinners on your own that evening. There are amazing restaurants all up and down the beach, bars and restaurants and kitschy little things to explore. But the best thing is you get to spend the evening watching the sunset on the Pacific Ocean, strolling along the beach, hearing the wildlife, and be active there. So just a great way to end the day and to see the difference going from the Sierra Nevadas out to the Pacific Coast. Day 6 is, and the Fogcatcher is a 3-star hotel, phenomenal little hotel that's tucked away there. Day 6 is spent on the Pacific Coast Highway. So the problem we have is there is a section that is closed. So we do a portion of the Pacific Coast Highway, and then we have to turn around and backtrack and then loop through the Central Valley, Paso Robles, up to Gilmore, and then we come back out to it. They just keep having landslides after the wildfires that happened a couple of years ago, and it just keeps causing problems with the highway. And they are trying to fix it. If it gets fixed, we'll actually drive the entire PCH up. But right now, we basically go up to, I believe it's called Rocky Point, and then we turn around and come back and then filter through the Central Valley. It is an amazing place. The Pacific Coast, you get to see sea lions. At certain times of the year, we get to see gray whales and other whales that are migrating from Mexico in the wintertime up to Alaska in the summertime. You get to see dolphins and sea otters and all sorts of stuff. There's multiple wildlife refuges that are located along the Pacific Coast Highway. You get to explore all of that. And then on the flip side, when we get into Pacific Coast, or sorry, when we get up to the north of it, when we get to Monterey, California, we get to explore the northern end of it. So we get to see that beautiful bridge that everyone talks about. You get to see Point Lobos State Park and Cypress Cove, which are just amazing places, and really get to explore that side of California. We spend the evening up at the Monterey Bay Inn, which is a beautiful, some people will call it a 4-star, some will say it's a 3.5-star property right on Monterey Bay. It's right on Cannery Row. It is a beautiful property. Most of the rooms have a view either looking directly north or north and east on the property. And you can spend the evening exploring Cannery Row. You can spend the evening walking around and exploring the beachfront and the Bay Area. Both areas are fantastic, but Monterey is a wonderful town. On that evening also, there's lots of restaurants that overlook the bay, and you can watch, and people do have some free time if you want to do a little bit of kayaking or maybe run a sail or something like that. So that's day 6. Day 7, we go into Big Sur State Park, and we get to explore the coastal redwoods. So coastal redwoods are different than the giant sequoias. They are the tallest, some of the tallest trees in the world are located in California in these coastal redwood groves. We go into Big Sur, we get to explore. We usually hit 1 or 2 of the parks. We don't just walk up to the trees. You do get to go hiking and exploring and do some really cool photography opportunities in the area. They are phenomenal. You will see multiple trees that are over 300 feet tall. And it's an amazing, multiple parks. They're just amazing to go and see. Once we get done there, we go by the Bixby Bridge. We also go through the 17-mile drive. That is where the Spanish Links golf course is and Pebble Beach. And we get to see that beautiful historic and scenic area. Once we're done with that, we have lunch, and then we head into San Francisco late in the afternoon. We'll go through another section of the coastal mountain range that separates San Francisco and San Jose from Santa Cruz and Monterey. We climb up over those mountains and back into the bay, and then we spend the night up in San Francisco. In San Francisco, we're staying in a 4-star hotel on the Fisherman's Wharf area. And that evening, we end the day with a farewell dinner. And for our farewell dinner, we are on Hornblower cruises, and we do a evening bay and dinner out on Hornblower inside of San Francisco Bay. So the really cool thing is, if anybody's done that, you know what I'm talking about already. But picture you're on a boat and you get to watch the sunset, and you get to watch the lights of San Francisco and Oakland and San Jose and Sausalito light up as the sun sets and the twilight starts to settle. You also get to see the Bay Bridge, both in the light and then also lit up at night. It is really an amazing way to do that. They do a 4-course meal on there, and it's an all-inclusive experience for people to have. So just an amazing way to end an amazing trip. That is our farewell dinner. The next morning, we hit Alcatraz and do a cruise on the bay. So we wake up first thing in the morning, get out to Alcatraz Island. We get to tour this historic prison and Civil War fort and other things like that. You get to learn about the history. You do the guided tour. And then upon returning, we do a short city tour of San Francisco, driving around certain areas, historic areas. And then we take people back to the airport. So for the airport, we're dropping off no later than 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and people can catch those flights to get home. If they want to extend, we can drop them off, or we can take them back to their hotel, and they can spend a couple extra nights in San Francisco if they want to. Inclusions, real quick. With that, while you're looking at photos of some of the groups that we've had go into this area, the inclusions there is we do include all the, obviously, the hotels. We are in a small group format. This isn't a big motor coach, so never more than 14 people in the group. 7 nights lodging, 7 breakfasts, 6 lunches, 2 dinners. All of the activities, including the gratuities for any of the guided activities, including Hornblower and the mills and stuff like that, park entrance fees, and then we have the bottled water inside the vehicles. So the only things that are not included is the tips or gratuity for the tour guide that's taking everyone around, airfare in and out of San Francisco, couple lunches and dinners, any alcoholic drinks they want. We don't include alcohol on any of the dinners except for the Hornblower Cruise. And yeah, that's how we have that. Pricing for this and trip departures, we do operate this trip through June and July for 2025. We are sold out for all of our June departures this year. We have a few seats left on our July departures. And then for 2026, we have our dates already available for June, July, and this tour has become popular enough with our guests. We are going to be adding some additional trips in August and September. And so all those dates are online at southwestadventuretours.com, and you can see those dates there. Pricing wise, we have things, we're going to see a little bit of a price jump for 2025 because, believe it or not, prices are still going up for hotels and other things in California. Just, we love California, but it is expensive to be there. So that is there. Other things we can do. So anything I just described, we can customize it. So we've had people come to us and say, hey, can you do this for a group of 2? And we just want a private trip. Can I do this for my family or my extended family? We can do customized itineraries where we can extend it. We can have the tour start and end in Sacramento or Fresno instead of coming in and out of San Francisco. We can even do a one-way where it starts in LA, comes up, and then ends in San Francisco. I've done that too. We can mix and match things up, or we can extend it where you want to have more time doing certain things. Those are all things we can do with this. We are happy to provide a more in-depth webinar training if you would like to for any of your team agents or anything like that. We can also help with presentations to clients if you would like to, and we can white label that and leave Southwest Adventure Tours out of it and just post it as, you know, your agency. Those are things that we can, or operation or tour operators. We have a great photo library that we can provide for you guys of this area that you can utilize. Some videos, but mainly it's photos in this area. We can white label this so that, again, Southwest Adventure Tours isn't really there or mentioned very often or frequently or not at all, where we present ourselves as just your company. And then commission scale, we do pay commission out that. The more you work with us, the more we like to pay out and reward you guys as a company and as an agent. So at this time, I'm going to just answer any questions. I don't see anything right now. Does anybody have any questions for us? Or did I put you all to sleep? That's my biggest worry.
I have a question, Jason. It would be in regards to, is there any way to, because it is a small, intimate group, you said up to no more than 14 people. You did share some of the experiences. Is there any way to add a little bit more of surprise and delight for VIP experiences, or a way to, you know, make it feel maybe additional things that can be done during the tour? Or is it kind of stuck with what you presented today?
No, we can always add more. So that's a great question. Thanks for asking that, Larissa. Yeah, we can definitely add things with most of the hotels being the 3.5 to 4-star hotels. We can have little gift pack baskets, especially with the private custom tours where we're customizing things. And we can add little gift baskets for people in their rooms. If it's somebody's anniversary or birthday, we do little stuff like that already. There's a lot of things that I've brushed over where we're stopping at roadside stands and testing some fresh fruit or fresh vegetables. Like we're doing some cool stuff like that. We can add wine tastings in because we are going through the heart of California's Central Valley wine country. So if you wanted to add something like that into it, and on top of it, we could do that also. We don't with this tour just because of the way it's geared, and you never know. Can't do that. Wine tasting really doesn't work with kids, but yes, we can add those things and we can customize it. Also, one other thing I failed to mention, this can be put into a 55 passenger motor coach group. So we are not limited to just doing this for 14 people. We can do groups of 30 to 50 people, or we can do 2 motor coaches with 100 or whatever. Like, we can expand this up to a large group. It's going to alter the itinerary a little bit because certain roads motor coaches can't go on. But yes, we can also do a bigger group. Betsy Walker had a question about the federal funding and any issues with the tours going forward. So the answer is no. At this time, we are currently operating tours into the national parks. We have seen little to no changes in the services, cleanliness, or anything else for the things that we utilize inside the national parks. We can get in and out in a timely manner. Accessibility to the trails and other things that we utilize and the things that we visit, or the sites we visit, we have not seen any degradation in any level of service we can provide. So that's a great question, Betsy. Mind testings, yes. Does anybody else have any other questions?
Hi, Jason. I have another additional question.
Go ahead.
I know on some of the small, intimate type of groups, you get a totally different experience when it's like evening or sunset. Do you have any of those opportunities where you're experiencing, let's say, Sequoia at night or another national park?
So we do. Like, I mentioned it earlier, but with John Muir Lodge, specifically, and the Tenaya Lodge is also a beautiful property, but John Muir Lodge specifically, you can enjoy and be in the Sequoias as the sun is setting. That twilight photography and other things like that is one of the best times to be able to take photos. Fog Catcher and the Monterey Bay Inn, we are on the coast, and so people will have the ability to enjoy sunset right from those areas and from their hotel properties. So yes, we can do that and more, especially if you want to customize it, have something special with it. We can do even more there. So.
Oh, exciting. Thank you very much.
No, you're very welcome. Great questions. Yes, we can do photography groups. So we actually have some of the 60 plus guides that I have working for me are professional or semi-professional photographers who can take your clients out and specialize and focus the tour specifically for photography, which again, mainly those are sunrises, sunsets, or they want to focus on wildlife, including along the coast. Yes, we have the ability to do photography tours, and we have some really, really great guides that can provide those services for your clients. Last call for questions. Okay, Matt, give us the winner for who gets our gift card and our giveaway today. Jolie Brown, come on down. There we go. Okay, Jolie Brown is the winner of our gift card. Jolie, Matt is going to reach out to you directly and get your mailing address so he can ship that to you. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating. We'll do some follow-ups with you after this. And we just want to say thank you for listening in to us. And this will be available. The recording will be made available to you afterwards, and it will also be posted up on our website in the travel agent area. So thank you again. You guys all enjoy your day.